So the veil is lifted. You know, many people around the world want to get a picture of you.
Charla Nash, eaten by chimpanzee. This tragic incident has shocked animal lovers around the world. Charla Nash, a 55-year-old woman, had always been fascinated by animals, but this affection turned into the worst nightmare of her life. It's a terrifying tale of the gorgeous lady who had her face and hands ripped apart by her pet chimp, Travis. What led to this brutal attack? It was claimed that Travis behaved viciously because Charla was wearing her hair differently that day. Surprisingly, Charla survived, but her life ended abruptly that day. She now lives a faceless life, entirely dependent on others. How did this all happen? Let's explore the details of this tragic event. On February 16, 2009, it was a quiet afternoon in Stamford, Connecticut. The sun shone brightly as Charla arrived at her friend's home, 70-year-old Sandra Harold. Her friend owned a chimpanzee named Travis who had become a local celebrity. One neighbor who used to play wrestle with the chimp said, "He listened better than my nephews." Travis had even mastered the skill of driving a car and had been seen behind the wheel several times. Sandra found great comfort in his presence in her home after her loving husband Jerome died of cancer in 2004. Charla had known Travis for years and had never felt threatened by him, but on one fateful day, this turned against her. Charla's mission was simple: help Sandra bring her 200-pound pet chimpanzee Travis back into the house. The chimp had wandered into the yard and was refusing to return. Charla's heart was pounding with excitement and a hint of fear as she approached the large chimpanzee. She had a favorite toy of Travis's in her hand, hoping it would calm him down. "Come on, Travis," Charla whispered, her voice soft and soothing. "Let's go back inside." Travis's eyes, usually filled with curiosity and playfulness, seemed different that day. They were wild, unpredictable. Charla's instincts told her something was off, but she pushed the feeling aside. She was there to help her friend, and she knew Travis. He wouldn't hurt her. But Travis, standing 35 feet away, didn't recognize her. Instead of the playful chimp Charla had known for years, she was met with a sudden and violent charge. As she reached out to Travis, something snapped inside him. A terrifying roar erupted from his throat, and his eyes blazed with a ferocity Charla had never seen before. Time seemed to slow as Travis lunged at her, his powerful jaws aiming for her face. Charla's screams filled the air as Travis's teeth sank into her flesh. He used his large, sharp teeth to rip off Charla's hands, then attacked her lips, eyelids, eyes, and nose. The world spun around her as she fell to the ground, pain and terror overcoming her senses. She could hear Sandra's frantic cries and the sound of a phone being dialed. "He's eating her, he's eating her," Sandra sobbed, her voice breaking. "Who's killing your friend?" the disturbed operator asked. Sandra screamed, "Chimp, my chimpanzee! He ripped her apart! Hurry up, please!" The heinous attack lasted 12 minutes. The operator's calm voice guided Sandra through the chaos, instructing her to try and contain Travis, but it was too late and the damage was done. Sandra picked up a kitchen knife and struck Travis, desperate to save her friend. Police and emergency responders arrived on the scene. Travis approached the police car, attempted to open the door, and bared his mouth full of bloody fangs before officers shot him dead. It was a horrific sight when emergency services found Charla. She was rushed into surgery where she endured a 7-hour operation. The vicious assault left her with such severe injuries that she lost half of her blood and was unrecognizable. Travis was eventually shot and killed by a police officer. His once lively eyes were now dull and lifeless. Do you know, as per new laws being passed in Connecticut, no one could own a primate weighing more than 50 pounds. Despite breaking the rules, Travis was allowed to stay with his owners as authorities did not believe he posed a danger. 6 years later, this proved wrong. This sad incident horrified animal enthusiasts around the world. Hit the bell button to get notified about the latest updates regarding these disasters. How is Charla spending her life now? Are you curious to know the latest safety measures implemented? Keep watching as we are going to reveal it. The incident sent shockwaves through the community and the nation. Questions about the ethics of keeping wild animals as pets were raised and laws were changed. But for Charla, those debates were a distant concern. She was focused on healing, both physically and emotionally. Years passed, and Charla's strength and resilience inspired many. She underwent a face transplant and learned to live with her new reality. She has spent years working tirelessly on facial exercises so she can one day smile again. She lives in a care home with someone else's face as she suffered brain damage from the attack. Charla has confessed that the severity of her injuries has led other residents in the care home to avoid her. In an interview, she said, "I've never been a quitter. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do." She added, "I've lost so much independence. I could change my truck tire, and now I can't feed myself. It's tough to live, not even live, half live." The memory of Travis, once a playful companion, now haunted her dreams. But Charla refused to be defined by the tragedy. Her determination helped her win a $4 million lawsuit against Sharon Harold's estate. She has since advocated for laws that make it harder to own primates as pets, in fact, turning her pain into a purpose. As she looked in the mirror, her reflection a constant reminder of that terrifying day, Charla knew she had survived for a reason. Charla was rushed back to the hospital in 2016 after doctors discovered her body was rejecting the face transplant. She's currently living an optimistic and healthy life, although it is still a miracle that she survived. The tale of Charla Nash and Travis the chimpanzee is a terrifying reminder that even the most familiar and beloved creatures can become unpredictable. It's a story of survival, resilience, and the complex relationship between humans and animals. A story that will forever be etched in the annals of history, a stark warning and a tribute to one woman's incredible courage. We will keep you posted with the latest disaster updates and news. Just hit this channel's like and subscribe buttons at your place. Keep us posted in comments if you are up to following our upcoming story. We would love to hear from you. Until next time,